women are keen on saying that a man is mansplaining, or whenever she's talking about her experience, it's just there's this idea that a man doesn't know what it's like to be a woman, and vice versa. So if I'm in a group of guys and we're all talking about our experience fighting and just living as boys, and then some female comes and she starts talking about how she was at the nail salon and there was this rude ass Chinese lady. You know, it's there's a difference. There's a fundamental difference. And so there's this idea of like mansplaining or pandering, and it's like we all argue, hey, you don't know what you're talking about, so stop talking. If I were to go to a women's rights march and be like, none of you females have any valid reasons to be here, well, that would be ignorant because they have reasons to be there, whether they're valid or not. They still have reasons to be there. And so, from a man's perspective, going to a woman's rights march and telling them that they don't, like, I don't have the experience of a woman, so I can't tell women and genuinely or sincerely mean to diminish their experience because I'm just not a woman. And so now I'm gonna segue this into the whole transgenderism thing. It just is how can you genuinely feel as if you're something that you've never been, or just something that you're not? That's what I'm trying to understand. I think you can see the correlation in because it happens every day that politically or like idealistically people clash over these types of things, like a female being told something by a man. We literally coined a term for it. It's mansplaining. In the recent Hulk, she's like, Bruce, I'm so tired of men telling me how to how to succeed in my profession when they have not even the slightest bit of experience. And honestly, it's not even like that's invalid. Everyone hates when that happens. It's not just a problem for females. Males do it to males too. And so yeah, it definitely goes to show that it's like it's legitimate. There's a real emphasis on your sex or your gender and your experiences correlation to that. When I'm eating an apple, I can tell it's an apple. It tastes like an apple. This is the experience of eating an apple. You get a crunch. Man, I got rabbit hair on my mouth. But when you're eating an apple, you get a crunch. You can hold it by this little part. It tastes sweet. Maybe if it's a little ripe, you got a little, not bitter, but just less sweet of a section. But eating an apple is distinctly eating an apple. If I were to go get a banana, I could tell that I was eating a banana because I know what it is to eat an apple. I know what it tastes like. I know what it feels like. And I know the same for a banana. And so I can distinguish the two from each other. Now, when we're referring to transgender people, there's always this idea of they felt like they were the opposite sex. They feel as if they are the opposite sex. Now, to me and a lot of other people, I think that's where the problems lie. Because if you were born a female and your whole entire life everyone's referred to you as such and treated you as such, then how do you then have the capacity to say you feel like a man? Because in order to feel like a man, you have to have had a male's experience or have male body parts. But you base your ideals of manhood you base them on what? You've never been a male. That would be like me saying I don't like bananas while I'm eating an apple, and the only reason I don't like bananas is because I've never had one before. I can't tell you accurately that I don't like bananas if I have never tasted a banana. And so I think you can understand where this logic leads. This isn't in an attempt to invalidate anyone, more to shed light on why there's so much pushback and why so many people tend to just straight up disagree or straight up have some type of hatred for transgender people. Can you guys help me take this example and conceptualize it in a transgender mind? So if you're a transgender person, explain, try to not necessarily debunk this, but just, I guess, debunk it, or try to put it into perspective of a transgender person, so that people with my logic who just think that who think exactly what I just fucking said help us understand, because shouldn't be focusing on the differences, gotta be focusing on what we have in common. Leave a like and subscribe.